All right. Hello. So today, we're gonna try to find the Black Onyx. I received a tip from a comment on the YubTubs about where this can be found. I will read the comment to you right now, if I can find it. Okay, the comment says, Black Onyx appears after killing the undead king. So, we have the goal. Now I just need to figure out how to kill an undead king. And I have two things that I want to try. I was thinking, like, okay, undead king, where could an undead king be, right? And then I remembered. There are these certain area modifiers called Necropolis. This city belongs to the dead kings. The undead are twice as strong. I wonder what could be in here. Let's go find out. And if this one is not it, there is one more to try, which we will do after this. I'm gonna turn rebirth off just in case you have to get to the end. So maybe like a special boss or I guess a special NPC you have to run into at some point. And remember, the update notes say that this starts to appear at Island 7. But the problem is Island 7 is a feud island, so the modifiers are feud stuff only. Which does not include the modifier for this area. So, technically, if this works, it starts at Island 8. Hey, look at mine. We're already at Zone 30. Haven't seen anything yet. I guess those big soldier dudes are considered undead. Okay, now boss of 40. Getting pretty close here. Haven't found nobody yet. Excuse me, Mr. Undead King Man. Where you is? No boss at 49 either. And I am just leaving. Okay. So that was the first thing that I thought of. The next one, oh, literally right here. So let's try this. This doesn't have anything to do with undead, but But just run it and see what happens. This one's only 30 zones. And I guess like it may just not be a guaranteed thing. Like what I just did may be the right thing to do, but it could just be some like random guy who just pops up at some point, just out of nowhere. I was also thinking that it could be something to do with the Snow Queen too, but that doesn't make any sense because that starts at 50 and not 7. Alright, so we didn't find anything in either of those modifiers. Those are the two things I wanted to try. So now what? I ran my feud yesterday. There was nothing like in the feud. So is there like any specific? Land of the Dead. This cursed fort. Stronghold of the Lost Ones. Just go here and see what happens. At this point, I'm just trying random shit, just to see if anything works. Big noise? What was the big noise for? Oh, I got a skull. That makes sense because there are lost ones here. That do make sense. Also, the cow's bones apparently aren't working, even though they're supposed to. Because of the, this thing right here. Still work near the lost ones, but are 3 times weaker. But the meters are not filling up, and I am only collecting plants. The pickaxe is getting some stuff. But I don't think... Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know how it works. I'm definitely not getting anywhere near the amount of ore that I usually do. That much I know. Trying to think of like anything else I could do. Any other like weird modifiers? Apparently it's noon o'clock. Alright, well, nothing there. Did get a skull though. That's okay, I suppose. Now what? Now what? I guess let's try. Trying to remember if there's any feud modifiers that involve undead. And I don't think there are. But I also can't remember. Is this a feud island? Oh, it sure be. Of course, we got good old Ghost Island. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that has anything to do with undead. I guess let's take a look in here. No potions. The only thing I can really think of to try is just run an Acropolis for a while and see if it's just like a random spawn. Just like a random possesses just happens to be a king or something. Let's see if we can find one that's higher. Trying to think if there's like literally anything else to try. Literally or figuratively. So I don't think any of the new... Like, the only potion that has anything to do with undead, I think, is that new one that has the miners or whatever. The spirit of the miners. But I already tried using that and that didn't do anything, so... Which, I wonder if you have to have this on. Like, there's just some like random thing you have to do to get this thing to spawn, or... I am unsure. I mean, what the hell, let's try it. What's the worst that happens? I don't have my 4x amulet for a run. I think what this modifier does is actually just replace anything that's a human with undead. But anything that's like a magical creature doesn't get replaced. Which makes sense, I guess. Definitely killing a lot of dead guys though. Apparently none of them are keys. How do you become a king, Mr. Dead Guy? Let me reread the patch note. A new artifact allows you to exclude divine blessings in the prayer menu, as well as dismiss the current blessing. Black Onyx can be found starting from Island 7. And that's it. So if it's possible to find it on Island 7 and beyond, that either means that it has to be like a random spawn, or there's a very specific thing that you have to do to spawn this guy. And I don't have any more ideas. I do not know. I don't think any of the blessings have anything to do with undead stuff, do they? Do you have to have, like, a bunch of necromancy or something? gonna get a ton of necromancy. Let's turn on all the dudes. Just turn on everything. Maybe you have to call his attention by using his own soldiers against him or something. There's nothing to do in the camp menu. I'm camping in a graveyard right now. Or cemetery, my bad. Let me double check the new potions. Nothing to do with undead. See, I thought this would be it right here, and you like get it from those guys, but clearly that's not the case. Based on the information that I was given. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I guess we could just try doing weird shit like try doing a rebirth with this amulet on for fun. Just to see if anything happens. Trying to think of like things to do, trying to like I'm asking myself questions like, is this just a random spawn? Is this like a special event I have to trigger somehow? Alright, that didn't do anything. I am unsure. Like, my brain's actually blank right now because I have no ideas. I don't know what else to try. I tried pretty much everything that would make sense. So unless it is like literally just waiting for some like very small chance of something to spawn somewhere at some point. Which would suck, by the way. So I have one more thing to try, which probably isn't going to do anything. But we could try it just to see, I'm gonna blast through the whole thing with Ambrosia's, because maybe for some reason this guy spawns in the astral. Because if this thing is supposed to start at Island 7, I'm wondering if there's like some very specific location somewhere on some random ass island that you have to do. Kind of like the tyranny thing. Okay, well that didn't work. Alright, let's go. We're just gonna start here, and we're just gonna look at every island and see if there's just some, like, wacky-ass location somewhere. Still seems pretty regular to me. Let me try this. Like maybe it's in here. An ancient fortress can have an undead king, right? Question mark. Mr. King, man, where you is? I need your stuff so I can play the game. Well, no undead kings there. Let's just siege for it. I guess let's just try running different modifiers and see if anything happens. I am, however, going to take a quick break. We'll give me a snack. So while this is running through, I will be right back. Did we win? I mean, obviously we finished the zone. Did we win? I don't know, man. Maybe it's gotta be like a specific island necropolis or something. I still don't have the. I don't have anything. How do you get the stuff? I don't know. Wait, that's weird. There was a mine? I thought mines were like feudal areas only. Maybe not. Apparently we getting some lead 'em right now. That's good. Maybe my prayer level needs to be like 1,000,000. I'm still out of ideas, by the way. Like, I don't know what else to try. Or what else to do, or like what, who, what, when, where, why, or how. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's this one? Where is the guy? Any of these items that I don't know nothing about. Wondering if you had to do like a have like no prayer at all. Maybe that's how he pops up. I'm not sure. Let's do the thing without the build on. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to try. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do, so we're just gonna go back to, we're gonna go to Island 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're just gonna run every area. Until something happens. That's gonna be the goal. Starting at Island 7. This is Island 7. Hello, I am on Island 7. Where's whoever I'm looking for? I don't know. I got no clue. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to try. Seems like just running through areas is not the answer. But it's like, what would I even do? Like, I've tried everything I could with anything that had anything to do with undead. Or like a specific item or something? Favorite Gothic Clicker streamer? Who's that? Maybe you gotta wear the Afterlife Knights set and run through. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of anything. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What do I do? I don't know. Been trying to figure this out for an hour now. The old exquisite bow build. Yeah, it only goes so far. Check and see if you have a Banshee's Cry. That would be my #1 tip. See if you have a Banshee's Cry, like regardless of what rarity it is. If you do, great. Use that. Then if you have been able to clear feuds and you have a whisper, use that. Those are your 2 weapons. Then from there, if you have any amulets with close combat, use that. And then for rings, just anything that has to do with one-handed damage or axes or anything. What about the sigil? Depends on what you have. If you have you have the either XP or the prayer one. I used both of those for a while. I used Palette for a long time. Oh, you know what? There's this too. Maybe I should try this. Maybe I should try that. But yeah, there's the double XP sigil. There's the prayer sigil if you have full cleric with a bunch of Gorgors for stats. I guess you could try this if you have this. Like, I don't know how far you are. Mid game. Yeah, if you have like either of these two, I would use these two. Palette is okay if you don't have those. Rebirth, see if we would need to be Necromancer Man. Big purple. I said it was supposed to change their appearance. They all look the same. They all look the same. You have the Black Onyx? How'd you get it? I don't know how to get it. Was it just random? Like, am I just unlucky? Just playing the game. Oh no. Do you remember like where you were AFK at? Like what location you were running on what island? Remember doing the feud? Okay. So it potentially is tied to feuds then. That's kind of what I figured because it starts on Island 7. Island 7's a feud island, so. Because I did my feud last night and I didn't get anything, so I don't know. Might just be like a random chance at a boss or something on a feud. I really don't know. Yeah, because I've tried like literally everything I could think of. I had anything to do with undead. I've been farming necropolises. I've been doing anything with like necromancy. I've just been trying all kinds of weird shit, and like I cannot figure it out. So that's the only thing that really makes sense. Like if you were doing your feuds and then you just had it, like it has to be like a feud boss or something. The only thing is if it's a feud boss, then it has to be like on zone 60. I've already cleared all the feuds, so I don't get bosses on zone 60 anymore. So if that means, if that's what it is, and I can't get it, that's bad. Because zone 60 is like the undead guy in the cemetery, so if that's the case, that's bad. That's no bueno. Why are my bones not working? Oh, this is a no bone zone. Makes sense to me. So yeah, I guess next time feud pops up, I'll just have to hope. Big hope. Because everything else I have tried just does not do anything. I've re-rolled the shop a few times, it's not in there. So you're at Hare Island? Is that where you were at when you got it though? Because Hare Island isn't a feud island, and if you got it doing the feuds, and that's no bueno. No bueno. It was in the 4th island? 4th island isn't a feud island. The first feud island is the 7th island, which is where you can start to get the Black Onyx. Which is the only reason why I still think it's feud related. But obviously if you do not have a feud up to run, then you cannot attempt to get the guy or something. Or something. Because the island I'm on right now is the first island that can be a feud. The Nails Gardan. Then after that, it's I forget what's after that. It's not this one. Is it Isle of Flies? Yeah. Oh, I guess Fox Island's a feud too. So Donnell's Garden, Isle of Flies. I'm pretty sure none of these can be feuds. Or none of these are feuds. I could be wrong though. Yeah, this is Island 4. Island 4 is not a feud. Yeah, they do scale as you progress. That's how the feuds work. Like after you clear the island that has a feud available on it, then it has a chance to spawn a feud there. And then after that, the locations change to the feud locations. So like this one right here, these are all the feud modifiers. Because this is the first feud island. And obviously I have cleared it, so it would have been able to spawn a feud way back when. Yeah, there's like nothing special about any of these areas. Like Curse Fort maybe, but it has to be something to do with feuds. That's the only thing that really makes any sense at this point. So either it's just like a random chance at a boss, or it's like a Zone 60 boss, but I don't get those anymore because Zone 60 bosses don't spawn after the first time you clear it. Remember doing a feud at the second island? Then maybe it's just based on, like, because when feuds came out, I was already pretty far. And I guess just the island that I got one to spawn on was Donnell's Garden, and then it went from there. So I was probably already too high to get a feud here, and that's why it never spawned one or flipped the locations. Because I still have all the regular modifiers from like when the game started, before feuds were introduced. So like go, if you don't mind, go to the second island and tell me if your modifiers are different. Because if that's the case, then yeah. And then that's why, like, I think the first one's Donnell's Garden, because I never got one before that. Vermeria. So this one. So your modifiers for this island are different from what I have right here? All your buildings look different? Like you don't have an ancient fortress as the first thing, or a siege fort, or a fort, or a ruined fortress, or an abandoned stronghold? You don't have any of that here? Yes. Yes, what? Yes, elaborate, please. Oh, okay. Finish the current island. But yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense, because if it starts from here... But that also doesn't make any sense if you were running this, because it starts... Or maybe you just have to clear... Let me reread. What does it say again? Black Onyx can be found starting from Island 7. Now, does that mean you have to be on Island 7 or higher? Or do you just have to have Island 7 unlocked to be able to find it? Because that's the thing about the text in this game, sometimes it's not very clear. So 39 out of 50, you can do it. Just get a bunch of powerful shot. That's all you gotta do. Powerful shot, one of the marks, bunch of split. Or I guess you could just get one marks in the shooting tree. Starting from, yeah, so you would think like 7 and up, right? But if the last feud you did was Island 4, and you got it while doing it or after doing it, or something, then that means getting to Island 7 just unlocks the ability to get it from anywhere. But obviously you're not 100% sure on the information, so there's also that to take into account. Oh, I saw the purple thing on. Need to rebirth, get rid of this purple thing. Now you just gotta kill the boss. I was gonna say, where were my weapons at? He didn't have the weapons out. He was just running around with nothing in his hands. Okay. That was weird, dude. But yeah, other than that, like, I don't really know what else to try. So it's either feud related or it's just some random ass somewhere. The only two things that make sense anymore. Like I've tried everything I can possibly think of that would have anything to do with undead or minerals or whatever it is. You just checked. What are the modifiers on your locations on Island 4? The big tower at the end? Okay. Yeah, so then for me, like, I was already far enough ahead to where I just never got feuds to spawn on the lower islands, and the first one I got was on Island 7. Makes sense to me, dude! And that's why they don't show us feud islands, because I never had any spawn there. Yeah. So, like, if I go back there... Vermi area! Oh, never mind. Clicking... No, I'm not clicking the button here. So I have, like, the original modifiers from before feuds. I have Fort, Siege Fort, Ancient Fortress, Ruined Fortress, and Abandoned Stronghold. There's no tower here. Or lighthouse or whatever it is. Yeah, it's a lighthouse. Yeah, so that's what it is. For me, I was just already up here somewhere. And the first one that I got to spawn was Donnell's Garden. Because these are different for me. These are not the original modifiers. And obviously the lighthouse is right here and it's lit. And then with my progress where I'm at, I just get the top 4 feuds at Silver Reef, Blueberry Wasteland, Raven Island, and Ghost Island. There are no other feuds past Silver Reef. So yeah, I think that's the only thing to really just wait for, I guess, is wait for... What is it? What is it? I did it yesterday, so 2 more days for another feud. And then I guess we'll stream doing that feud and see what happens. The only thing I'm afraid of is, since I've already cleared all of them, bosses don't spawn on Zone 60, which is the cemetery zone, so if that's the case, and it's supposed to be like an undead king at a cemetery zone for Zone 60, I don't get bosses there anymore, because you only get bosses on Zone 60 the first time you run the feud. After that, they don't spawn there anymore. And you only get bosses on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 69. And if that's the case, that means I can't get the Black Onyx, if that's how it works. But then again, I'm not 100% sure either, so I guess for now we just go back over here and start farming with Marvin. We just let it run. Farm up some Leadum while we're waiting for the next feud, or just see if it randomly pops up in my inventory at some point. Because I do not have it. My My prayer menu does not have the thing. After the 7th island, yeah. Yeah, so it's one of two things. It's just super random, and it's just a random guy that spawns while you're running through, and it's just a very low chance to do that. Or it's something to do with feuds. Random chance to get an undead king boss during a feud. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Because beyond that, I have tried everything I could think of to get this thing to work. And nothing I have done has done anything. So, I think I'm just going to stop here. And we'll just let it farm, and then if I don't have it by the next feud, I'll stream the next feud. And see what happens there. Because nothing happened in the feud that I did last night offline. I've been doing my feuds offline because I've just been letting it run through real fast. I don't even try to farm ore or anything anymore. Oh? Oh, what? Actually, you know what? Can you look at the Black Onyx in your inventory and tell me what the description says? I'm curious if it just describes what it does or if it has. Oh, I don't have Discord. No Discord for me. Auto rebirth, please. Yeah, okay, so it just says what it does. Doesn't have anything to do with, like, how you got it or anything. It's kind of what I figured. Yeah, that's actually pretty handy. If you're trying to get like certain ones without overriding, because your predator roll is not high enough. Yeah, so I guess that's the next goal. Just do the next feud and see what happens from there, and then just let it farm and see if I get it randomly, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. But anyway, thanks for the information. Three at least. You have to have 3. Interesting. Well, that's fine. That's how it always was anyway. Yeah, like I don't have anything else to try or any other whatever, so I'll just stream the next few that I get, which I believe is so yesterday, so today, tomorrow, Wednesday will be my next feud. I'll probably have to stream that when I get home. Yeah. Anyway, that is gonna be it for now. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. And if I randomly get this thing, I will probably stream at that point, because then I can make progress and it'll be fun. But until then, we have to wait. But anyway, that's it for now. Goodbye.